Hey guys, David Dash here, Dash Off-Road, and I thought I'd do another review of my video of the diesel heater install. So if you want to see that, look up there or there, and I'll put a link to that one.
Wanna shake that ground, wanna break away, let loose.
But this is after winter. I've had it for a good season now. It's one of those cheap Chinese sort of diesel heaters, bought for 250 bucks off of eBay. So I'm going to give you a bit of a review of what it's like and all the questions. I've had a heap of questions about it. So I'm going to go through the questions and answer them as well. So here we go. So this is the diesel heater in my Jayco Starcraft 22.68. This is where I installed it. Got heaps of questions about, is it loud? Well, it's running now, and no. You hear a bit of a knocking. That's about it. So that's just under the where the cafe lounge is sitting, and then I've got the intake on the opposite side where the fridge is. And I mounted the controller up here, so it's inside the cupboard, and I keep the cupboard open most of the time. It's my control center, but I can shut it if I want it out the way. But then of course the thermostat doesn't work, so if you're going to use the heater, make sure that that's on. Power wise, it uses bugger all power. Like, it's not even worth worrying about how much power it uses. That's the unit up there. And it comes with a remote control, which is the best feature ever. Now at the moment it's displaying the time. I haven't set the time because I've got a clock there. But you can easily put the temperature just up. I've got it set on its lowest, and that's like it's toasty in here. What is it? It says, yeah, it's 20 degrees in here. So I usually have it low. When it comes out of the box and you fit it up, it looks like this, and it doesn't have temperature. It has this like P dash whatever, and that's more about the frequency of the fan kicking in or something. To fix that, it's 2 buttons and it goes back to temperature. That's probably the most common question I've been asked. So now I'll go outside, because heaps of people ask me about how loud it is outside and where the fuel tank's fitted. So I'll go and show you that too. So this is my Starcraft Dusty, my Patrol, which is the tow tug. Now first of all, we'll go around the other side, and this is where the exhaust comes out. It didn't come with a muffler, so I added this muffler. Makes it just a little bit, it's not loud anyway, but I just added a muffler. And the way I've got the exhaust set up at the moment is it's a temporary exhaust. I just plug it in when I need it, because that's where it comes out, and it's in between the suspension arm, so I just fit it up when I need to. But you can hear it's not loud at all. It's a bit louder when it's on like full throttle, but it's only on full throttle for a minute or two. I'm told that you want to run these things for at least a minute once a month, or probably 5 minutes once a month, just to blow the soot out and keep it working. And you always want to make it really hot just before you turn it off, otherwise they can clog up a bit. So this is where the fuel tank ended up, at the back here. Sits in quite nice and neatly behind the tank, the spare tyre. Easy to get to. It's fairly protected from the back if something hits me up the back. But yeah, it fits in there quite nicely. It's a 10-litre tank. I filled it up at the start of winter, and I go away a lot, and you can see it's still got just a tiny little bit at the bottom. So that's how frugal this thing is. It uses hardly any fuel at all. So would I buy one of these cheap Chinese diesel heaters again? Absolutely. And in fact, I don't know why it took me so long. When we're off-grid camping like we are at the moment, it's been toasty warm all night. It got down to like 2 degrees last night, and it just hovered on low. And if anything, I was hot inside the van. So there's some questions about whether you get a 2, 3, 5 kilowatt one. Turns out they're all the same, so you might as well just get the 5 kilowatt one. It doesn't make any difference. You just turn it down and it turns into a lower power one. So I've only done 1 season with it. I've had no repairs or anything to worry about. I can't see anything being a problem. Maybe the fuel line I might have to replace every couple of years. The tank I can see getting brittle on the back. I might have to change that out, but that's, yeah, nothing expensive really. I'm trying to think about any other problems I've had with it. None, it just works. It lights every single time. I haven't had to reprime it. Yeah, it's I think I'll just probably flush the diesel out of it for next year, just in case the fuel goes bad, before I use it next season. But otherwise, it's a cracker. Basically, jump on it. It's great. Hope you like this vid. I do heaps of them all the time. So hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Yeah.